The Ricardo Leong Center for Chinese Studies really started with a book called Heroic Leadership. Chris Lowney in that book talked about the Jesuits in China, how Matteo Ricci and his companions were able to introduce Western culture to China through a spirit of innovation and openness. Dr. Rosita Leong read that book and was very inspired. Her husband is Ricardo Leong, who is an Ateneo alumnus. So then they had the idea of setting up some kind of center in the Philippines where we can train young Filipinos, especially Ateneans, to understand China, because we saw that that was a great need. They sought out the university president at that time. That is how the idea of establishing a center came about. For the longest time, we have a public event, the Spring Film Festival, which is a way to promote Chinese culture and language by way of a popular medium, and that's films. It's a soft way of learning about a country's language and culture. And to keep that going for 10 years, I think is really quite an accomplishment. China and the Philippines, we have a very long-standing relationship. As early as, I think, the 9th century, China was already trading with what was then the Philippine Islands. No? And over history, there's been a lot of interaction in terms of food, of culture, of intermarriage. So we need to understand China in a better way and in a deeper way. No? And that's why it's important to do it in the academe. There's support for conferences, for research, for scholarships. And that's what the Leong Center is trying to do on different levels. husband is Ricardo Leong, who is an Ateneo alumnus. So then they had the idea of setting up some kind of center in a public event, where we can festival, train the Ricardo Leong Center for Chinese Studies, promote Chinese on the book called Heroic Leadership. Chris Launey in that book talks about the Jesuits in China, how Mateo Ricci and his companions were able to introduce Western culture to China through a spirit of innovation. It's a soft way of learning about Dr. Rosita Leong read that book and was very inspired. Her husband is Ricardo Leong, who is an Ateneo. That is how the idea. So then they had the idea of setting up some kind of center in the Philippines, where we can train young Filipinos. China and the Philippines, we have saw that was a great need. They sought out the university president at that time. That is how the idea long-standing in the 9th century. China was already trading with what was then the Philippine Islands for the longest time. And over history, there's been a spring film festival, which is a way intermarriage. So we need to understand language by way of in a better way and in a deeper way. For the longest time, way of learning with the spring film festival, which is a way to keep that going, promote Chinese culture and language by way of a popular medium, and that's films. It's a soft way of learning about countries. China and the Philippines, we have keep that going in the long century. China was already trading with what was then the Philippine Islands, no? And over China history, we have a very long-standing culture of intermarriage. So we need to understand China is already trading in a better way what was then the Philippine Islands, no? And that's why over history, there's been a lot of interaction, support for food, culture, of intermarriage. So we need to understand China in a better way and in a deeper way. And that's why it's important to do it in the academy. There's support for conferences, for research, for scholarships. That's what the Leong Center is trying to do on the Philippines. And that's what the Leong Center is trying to do on the Philippines.
我的麦克风已经点开了，我愿意。
好，我们就开始了。
开始，现在已经开始了。好 ，OK。各位领导、各位老师、各位同学，大家下午好。
喂。
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Guizhou Infrastructure Development Talk. May I remind everyone to please turn off your microphone. You may keep your cameras on, but you can also keep your cameras off. For all questions, kindly type them at the chat box below the camera. Now, today we're grateful. We are grateful we have guests from Guizhou to talk about the newly opened Sky Bridge in Guizhou province. So to begin this talk, let me introduce our guest for today. Our guest is Professor Zhao Guanghui. He's the professor and doctoral supervisor. He is a president of the Guizhou Institute of Transportation, Economics, and Technology. He is a member of the preparation team of the National Comprehensive Three-Dimensional Transportation Planning Network, Young Scientific and Technological Talents of the Ministry of Transportation, and experts in provincial management of Guizhou Province. He once served as the director of the Cadre Training Center for supporting the Western region of the Ministry of Transportation. He is now the director of the International Exchange and Cooperation Department of the School of Management Cadres of the Ministry of Transportation. And he is also a part-time professor of the Chang'an University, Wuhan University, Guangxi Academy of Social Sciences, and Peipu Gulf University. His main research interests are in transportation economy and talent strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present you Professor Zhao Guangwei.
好，各位专家、各位老师、各位同学，大家下午好！欢迎大家来到我们的天空之桥的课堂。因为疫情的原因啊，我们本来是在线下考察的，现在转移到线上。等到疫情结束以后，我们再有机会到线下现场考察。首先感谢我们的主办方贵州财经大学、贵州交通职业技术学院和贵州天空之桥的这个组委会。我们今天请了最棒的讲解员，也是世界达沃斯论坛的讲解员张老师为大家进行讲解。下面我们把今天的课程交给我们的张老师，谢谢大家。Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll translate for that. Good afternoon to everyone. The original plan is actually to have a virtual tour, but unfortunately, because of the pandemic that's currently happening in China right now, we are not allowed to do a virtual tour and also the museum tour. However, for this afternoon, we have provided a very special expert on the tourism industry of the Guizhou Bridge. She's also part of the just a minute. She's also part of the Tongpei University, which is also a well-known personalities in the Italian Davos Forum. So she'll be providing for us an excellent talk for this afternoon. Thank you.
Before we begin, we'll be showing to you a short clip about the Guizhou Tiangong or the Sky Bridge. We'll just feature the show in a little while. Let's just hear first from Miss Zhang Yi. Miss Zhang.
各位评委，各位亲爱的同学、老师，大家好。我今天汇报题目是天空之桥引领贵州教育融合创新路。下面我将从创新背景、创新举措和创新成效3个方面给大家来介绍。第一部分就是创新背景，然后今年2月，习近平总书记亲临贵州视察，赋予贵州创新路开新局、创新机出新季，努力开创百姓富、生态美、多彩贵州新未来的新目标、新定位。
Okay, so let me translate. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. The title of my presentation would be about Guizhou's Sky Bridge. First off, I would like to inform everybody that there are 3 aspects, which are the innovation background, the innovation initiative, and the innovation effectiveness. Okay. Okay, so
OK， 应该在对，就是在就是再上一张，就是那个第2个，纯粹
OK。
创新背景。
老师你说吧。
好，第一部分是我们的创新背景部分，然后今年2月，习近平总书记亲临贵州视察，赋予贵州创新路开新局、抢新机、出新季，努力开创百姓富、生态美、多彩贵州新未来的新目标和新定位。
Okay, in February of this year, General Xi Jinping visited Guizhou and officially attend the opening ceremonies for the Pingtang Bridge. He gave Guizhou a new goal and a new challenge to break the new ground. A new bureau is open to grab new opportunities and make new achievements. We at Guizhou take this opportunity to strive and create a new future for Guizhou that is rich in ecological beauty and balanced with a modern transport system.
省委12届9次全会围绕4新主目标提出了4化主抓手。
Okay. The ninth plenary session of the 12 provincial CPC committee mandated that the focus of the 4 aspects be the main goal, and the emphasis is on the 4 modernization.
围绕旅游产业化，省委省政府作出推动交流融合、创新开发桥梁省旅游产品的决策部署。
Focusing on the industrialization of tourism, the Provincial Party Committee and the provincial government have made decisions and deployments to promote the integration of transportation and tourism and innovation and development of the Guizhou Bridge Province.
世界桥梁看中国，中国桥梁看贵州，贵州被享誉为世界桥梁博物馆，拥有当今世界全部桥型。世界高桥前100名中有45座在贵州，前10名中有5座在贵州。发展桥梁旅游具有得天独厚的优势。
The world's bridges look at China, and China's bridges look at Guizhou. This is how Guizhou Bridges is known for. Guizhou houses the World's Bridge Museum and showcase to all the world different types of bridges. 45 of the top 100 high bridges in the world are found in Guizhou province, and 5 among the top 10 bridges are also found in Guizhou. And now with the development of bridge tourism, we consider it as a unique advantage.
由于发展阶段的不同，过去我省公路桥梁主要满足通达通畅，桥梁旅游的规划布局不够，资源开发利用不足，旅游配套设施不完善，服务区与大桥各自为政，经营业态固化。
Due to the different stages of development in the past, the highway bridges in our province mainly meet the needs of accessibility. The planning and the layout of the bridge tourism was inefficient. The development and utilization of resources were also insufficient. The tourism supporting facilities were not perfect. The service area for viewing the bridge and the accessibility for transport were 2 separate entities, not until the business model was improved.
停车难、赏桥难、游桥难等问题日益凸显，交通服务旅游产业化的支撑能力亟待提升。
With the problems such as parking and bridge appreciation of view text that presents a difficulty, presently, to view the bridge has been very challenging. Therefore, the support capacity for integration of industrialization of transport services and tourism needs to be urgently improved.
为此，省交通运输经立足行业发展定位，在平塘至罗店高速公路规划建设中，结合平塘特大桥毗邻中国天眼的区位优势，创新打造全省第一个桥梁加服务区加景区的交旅产品天空之桥。
我好像那个
应该还要往后，对，再往后调，
往后调，对，
对，然后再调一页。
One more.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. 这个to this end 是这个哦。To this end, the provincial department of transport is based on positioning of the bridge, so that in the planning and construction of the Pingtang-Luotian Expressway, there's a strategic positioning that's being done. The location advantage of the Pingtang Special Bridge is adjacent to the China Tianyan, which is also known as China's Sky Eye, or what is worldly known as China's Fast Radio Telescope. 然后再继续哦。
对
，OK。
然后，
等一下，那个我还没说那个第二部分了吗？
没有，还有那个
对，不好意思，我还没说。Okay, so in addition to that, there's this innovation that's being done, which is first there should be a bridge. Second, there's a service area that's happening and a scenic spot. The thrust of this Pingtang is actually for tourism purpose. So as of now, the speaker wanted to introduce the Sky Bridge, which is the current innovation.
第二部分就进入到我们的创新举措了。 第一呢是规划设计出突出深度融合交通、旅游、文化等团队一体化打造桥梁加服务区的旅游目的地。
Okay. Okay, as you can see right now, so what are the innovations that's happening? The first is the planning and design that highlights a depth of integration. The integration of the transportation. Second is tourism and culture, plus other themes are the main goal of this plan to help integrate a better bridge that actually would create more tourism industry. 这个要说吗？你那个？
这个你可以说也可以不说的，就是那我就下一个。然后就是首次采用了3塔双索面钢混组合斜拉桥的桥芯，避免对岸两岸山体大开大挖，较原设计的悬索桥方案造价降低1亿元。
Okay. For the first time, the 3-tower double cable face steel mix with concrete composite grinder cable style bridge. It's a type of bridge that's being adopted to avoid a large scale excavation of the mountains on both sides of the strait. So this is the cost of the suspension bridge was reduced by 100 million yuan compared with the original design.
首次采用了超高混凝土空间钻石型桥塔，融入了苗族裙摆等独特造型，塔梁索蓝白配色与山川河流交相辉映。
For the first time, the ultra-high concrete space diamond-shaped bridge tower is adopted, which integrates the unique shape of the Miao skirt with the blue and white color scheme for the tower, and the beam and rope are reflected in the mountains and the rivers.
首次采用了匝道引流加独立收费站的方式进行单侧线外设置服务区，将来往的车辆集中引流至此观桥看景，并利用地形地貌采用双飞碟造型，呼应中国天眼。
Okay, for the first time, the ramp drainage plus this independent toll station method is being used to set up a service area outside the unilateral lane. And the vehicles that come and go are connected to divert the traffic to this bridge to see the scenery. In addition, the use of the terrain and topography will naturally lead to sightsee the double flying saucer shape, also called as the China Sky Eye or the Natural Radio Telescope in Guizhou.
二是项目建设突出技术创新，大桥2个主跨分别为550米，是国内山区跨径最大的3塔组合梁斜拉桥，中塔高332米，是世界最高的混凝土桥塔。
The second innovation is that the project construction highlighted technological practices. The main bridge spans to 550 meters. This is the largest 3-tower composite grinder cable stayed bridge. The middle tower is 332 meters high, which is the highest concrete bridge tower in the world.
为解决山区峡谷场地限制与超高吊装难题，研发新型桥面吊机，国际首创山区主梁整节段纵移转体旋拼工艺。
In order to solve the problem of these site limitations and ultra-high hoisting of the mountain canyons, we have developed a new type of bridge deck crane and the international first longitudinal transfer rotation suspension process of this main grinder in the mountainous areas.
创新的采用了液压爬模、火箭附着臂等新技术新工法，提高功效35%，主体工程提前6个月完成。
The innovative use of these new technologies and new construction methods, such as hydraulic climbing mold and the racket attachment arm, help improve the work efficacy by 35%, and the main construction was completed in 6 months ahead of the schedule.
将服务区的萧山填筑建设方案优化为界方填筑，减少开挖土石方220万立方，最大限度的保护自然生态。
The construction plan for this mountain cutting and reclamation in the service area was optimized to borrowing and filling, reducing the excavation of 2.2 million cubic meters of soil and stone, and maximizing the protection of the natural ecology.
3是主题打造突出 特色要素，以桥梁文化为元素，设置了桥梁漫画、交通巨变、关山飞渡和桥桥贵州4个展厅，打造了全省第一个桥梁科普馆。
The third aspect is to create the outstanding elements of the theme. Taking the bridge culture as the element, there are 4 exhibition halls of the bridge. We have the traffic changes, the Guangshan Flying Ferry, the bridge Guizhou. These are all set up to create the first bridge scenic museum hall in the province.
以新进空间为元素，打造全国第一个服务区天文观测台和天文科普教育基地，并通过网络连接国际远程天文台智利站，实现南北半球的全天候、全天域天体观测。
With interstellar space as the element, we build the country's first service area that has astronomical observatory and astronomical service museum for education purpose. This connects the Chile station of the International Remote Observatory through the network to achieve an all-weather, all-sky celestial observation of the northern and southern hemisphere.
以文化创意为元素，将牙洲陶产品与工艺体验等融入服务区，打造全省高速公路牙洲陶文化的传承推介窗口。
Taking cultural creativity as the element, the products and craft experience of the Yachou pottery will be integrated into the service area. It stands as a showcase window for the inheritance and promotion of the Yachou pottery culture running along the highways.
建设观景台、登山步道、悬崖酒店等，吃住行游购娱全方位融入。
The construction of the observation decks, the hiking trails, the cliff hotels, and a lot more are created to allow the travelers to enjoy a full range from eating, from living accommodation, traveling, shopping, entertainment, all just in one stop.
4是运营服务突出业态拓展，与文体旅部门知名企业在旅游线路的策划、产品开发等方面进行了专业化的运作，实现了线路互通、游客互送、市场互利。
Okay. For the fourth aspect of operations service, it highlighted the expansion of the industry. In the expansion of the prominent business formats of operation services, this is in cooperation with the Cultural and Sport Tourism Department. There are also well-known enterprise in tourism that helps in the planning and the professional product development operation. These are all set up to help achieve a mutual benefit in the delivery of the tourism and the overall market.
开发了家喻系列的服务品牌，促使了服务区加旅游加商业的有效衔接。然后图片中展示的便是我们公司的家喻系列的第一个酒店，然后天空之桥家喻酒店。
我看应该换了吧那个。
没有，就是这个图。
就是这个图吗 ？OK。
上一张。
OK， 就是这个。Okay, as you can see in the PowerPoint, it actually showcased the Jiayu Hotel. This is a service brand that is being promoted right now because it incorporates a service area, the tourism area, the viewing deck, plus of course the business component of the Pingtang Bridge.
然后，推动天空之桥与中国天眼打带天坑掌部天书形成4天奇观，同步建设连接曹渡河景区和周边村寨的旅游公路，推动了联动开发、培育休闲观光、山地运动、农事体验等旅游新业态，促进快进慢游。
等一下了，OK， 是这个。For this tourist highway actually was purposely built to help connect the Taotu River scenic area and the surrounding villages, to help actually promote the linkage development and offer a new experience for all tourists, such as leisure tourism. The tourists can get to enjoy sports events and mountain ranges activities and agricultural experience. This also help promote concept of a modern and a slow-paced leisure traveling.
然后第3部分就进入到我们的创新成效的部分，通过以上举措取得了以下4个成效。
The third thing I wanted to let everybody know is, okay, innovative results. There are 3 innovative results that I wanted to share. Okay.
然后第一是开创了峡谷桥梁新典范，平塘特大桥在规划设计、施工技术等方面的创新突破，形成了31项具有国际领先水平、拥有自主的科技创新成果。
Okay, the first one is the creation of a new model of canyon bridges. The Pingtang Special Bridge has made innovative breakthrough in planning and design, especially in construction technology and other aspects. It has achieved actually 31 scientific and technological innovation achievement with international leading level in independent intellectual property rights.
先后荣获了桥梁专业领域诺贝尔之奖之称的古斯塔夫·林德塞尔奖和全球工程基础设施建设最高奖菲迪克工程杰出奖等奖项。
The Pingtang Special Bridge has also been awarded the Gustav Lindsel Award, also known as the Nobel Prize in the field of bridge expertise, and the Finnish Award for Excellence in Engineering Project, the highest award in the construction of a global engineering infrastructure. The international 你有说过这个会议了吗？不好意思。
这个还没有，就是国际桥梁。
好的，好，行。
那我就跳过这里吧，然后我就直接，然后第二是树立了全国桥梁的，国际桥梁大会赞誉该桥兼具力与美，将人文、桥梁、自然环境融为一体，堪称全世界峡谷桥梁建设的典范之作。
Okay. The International Bridge Conference actually praised Pingtang Bridge for being both a powerful and beautiful bridge that also integrates humanities, bridges, and natural environments all into one. It has also become the model of canyon bridge construction in the world.
第二是树立了全国桥旅新品牌，不断升级桥旅新品牌，成功创建了贵州第一个国家3A 级景区的高速公路服务区，先后荣获了贵州省科普教育基地、全国公路科普教育基地、第2届全国高速公路旅游服务区等称号。
The second accomplishment is the establishment of a new brand of national bridge tourism. Thus, the first national AAA level scenic spot expressway service area in Guangzhou is now a site for all tourists. The Pingtang Bridge successfully won the titles of Guizhou Provincial Science Museum Education Base. That's first. The second is a National Highway Science Popularization Education Base. And the third is it has also been known as the second National Highway Tourism Service Area.
试运营1年来，国内外游客纷至沓来打卡刷圈，中宣部沿着高速看中国电影《我和我的家乡》在此取景拍摄。
In the past year of a trial operation, domestic and foreign tourists have come to actually swipe their cards, the cards in the car, and just encircle around the area to get a glimpse of the amazing view and to look at the location where the movie My Hometown and I was actually filmed. Despite the impact of the epidemic, the province has still received more than 1.2 million visitors and a total spending that exceed around 8 million yuan.
然后3是闯出了焦虑融合的新路子，天空之桥探索桥梁观光度假区和服务区景区化的成功经验，已纳入了贵州省推进交通强国建设实施纲要，并在焦虑融合项目扶植推广。
The third breakthrough is actually the integration of the transport and tourism. This breathtaking experience of the bridge in the sky in exploring the scenic bridges as a scenic resorts area and service area has now been incorporated into the implementation guideline of Guizhou province. This provides opportunity to promote the construction of a transportation platform, thus it can be replicated and promoted as a major project for future integration project of a transportation and tourism.
其建设理念为在建新的世界第一高桥、花江峡谷特大桥加云渡服务区等桥旅项目提供了借鉴经验。
This construction concept of the Pingtang Bridge provided the needed experience for bridge tourism projects that is currently ongoing, like the Huajiang Gorge Special Bridge, and the Yuntu service area. These are soon to be the world's tallest bridge.
其主题打造为乌江、龙宫、梅潭东等新型服务区改造项目和唐约经验主题服务区等新建项目提供了典型引领。
Another advantage is that the Pingtang Bridge team actually provided a typical guide for the transformation projects of new service areas, such as those found in Wujiang, Longkong, and the Meitantong, and the upcoming new projects such as the Tangyue Experience Team Service Area.
其发展理念为全省2500公里普通国省干线、长安疏美示范路、2.7万公里美丽农村路以及500余个普通公路服务区观景台提供了示范带动。
Its development concept actually also provided a demonstration trial drive for the province's 2,500 kilometers of ordinary national and provincial trunk line, such as the Chang'an-Shumei demonstration road. The drive stretched to 27,000 kilometers of beautiful rural roads and more than 500 ordinary highway service areas that serve as their observation decks.
全省交通运输4市激活了区域发展新动力。天空之桥进一步深化了我省路远经济发展理念。贵州交通正积极依托服务区、客运站和港口码头等交通节点拓展服务，转型升级，助力全省经济加速发展。
Fourth aspect and the last innovative aspect is actually the activation of a new driving force for the regional development. The Bridge of the Sky has further deepened the concept of a road development in our province, and Guizhou transportation is actively relying on transportation nodes such as the service areas, the passenger station, and the port terminal to expand their services. This can help transform and upgrade help accelerate the development of the province economy.
全省交通运输累计建立旅游集散中心89个，开通旅游客运专线348条。
The province transportation has already established a total of 89 tourism distribution centers and opened up 348 tourist passenger lanes.
并通过在高速公路服务区开设农特产品直营店、划定蔬菜水果和特色小吃售卖专区等方式，有效带动了沿线群众80万人次的增收。
Through the opening of these direct sales stores for agricultural products in the highway service area, vegetables and fruits and special snack sales areas are also demarcated and arranged for the tourist convenience. On the other hand, it has effectively provided an income for 800,000 people along the route that help increase their income.
天空之桥建成以来，中央政治局常委、全国人大主席、常委会委员长栗战书、省委书记易占勤、副省长李锐等领导同志亲临视察并给予高度评价。外交部部长助理华春莹发推点赞。
Since the completion of this sky bridge, Li Jianshu, which is a member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee and the Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, named Chen Yiqin, the Secretary of the Provincial CPC Committee, Li Rave, and the Vice Governor of the province, Hua Chunying, and the Assistant Minister of the Foreign Affairs and other leading comrades have personally come and inspected and given their high praise and pushed forward for the promotion of the Pingtang Bridge.
中央电视台、人民日报、新华网、华尔街日报等国内外媒体争相报道，贵州交通再次赢得了世界关注和广泛赞誉，为交通大国迈向交通强国提供了贵州方案、贵州智慧和贵州经验。我的汇报就完毕了，谢谢大家。
Media networks like the CCTV, People's Daily, Xinhua Net, Wall Street Journal, and other domestic and foreign media fight to get a coverage of the Pingtang Bridge. Guizhou transportation once again won the world's attention and wide acclaim for providing transportation innovation. Once more, through the Pingtang Bridge, we share to the world Guizhou solution, Guizhou wisdom, and Guizhou experience in building renowned bridges. Thank you for listening. Okay.
Thank you very much, Ms. Zhang Yi. Now, let's go to the open forum. May we ask Mr. Professor Zhao and Ms. Jean and Ms. Zhang Yi to open their camera and microphones.
Is there questions?
Okay. There's a question here. So either Ms. Zhang Yi or Professor Zhao can answer. Why was the meow skirt chosen as inspiration for the design of the bridge?
对，等一下，这里有一个问题哦，他是问了为什么那个选择苗族那个裙子作为那个桥梁设计的，所以那个灵感是从哪里来的？就来源，他在问那个。maybe 说依依，你要回？哎，不知道 ，Are they? I cannot see them. Sorry. OK.
张依依，
张依依对他是问那个为什么用那个苗族的那个裙子作为那个桥梁的设计，所以那个灵感是从哪里来的？
因为苗族是就是因为这个我们的天空之桥，它坐落的是就是贵州它的黔南那个地区，然后平塘那个地方呢，它算就是有很多的少数民族，其中苗族就是它最具有代表性的少数民族，所以呢，当时他们在设计的时候就选择了苗族他们的那种裙摆也是比较有特色的，就我们可以看到我们的那个主塔，它也是像那个裙摆一样是散开的，所以是以这个为设计原型来设计的。
Okay. Her response is because in the Guizhou province, there are a lot of minority groups. And one of those that are really outstanding is the Miao minority groups. And in their costumes, they usually have this like umbrella type designs of outfit. So that is where the inspiration for this bridge and the design came from. So it's from that Miao skirt design that is very well known in their province.
Thank you. Another question is the bridge commonly used by local people in their everyday work, or is it outside the main city proper?
OK，他这里有问题是，那个这座桥是不是当地人日常用，在你们常用这个桥吗？比如说走行的时候，这个是在大城市以内吗？还是不是在大城市以内？
就是我们这个桥，它连接的是就是两个县城之间的，就是一个平塘县和罗店县之间的一个必经之路。如果我们需要，就是我们的就是比如说旅途，或者是有什么事情需要经过，就是到这个地方的话，我们可以是通过这个桥。然后这个桥也是我们走向我们天空之桥服务区的一个必经之路，就是我们要到服务区的话，就必须要通过这个桥的。
OK。So this bridge actually would be like a centerpiece. If you actually, she did not mention that it's within the city, but she's mentioned that if you need to go to some service centers or to provide, there's this area for service, you would definitely be able to go through this bridge. So technically, it is the bridge will actually be part of the travel. So definitely people will get to use this bridge often.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned in your talk that Guizhou is not made of plains, but it's most of mountains and hillsides. Now, what were the challenges that were met in the construction of the Sky Bridge?
OK 你可以用英语这个他是问那个因为那个是不是等一下sorry can you say it again is that in the plain 所以你也有说过这个贵州不是一片平坦嘛，所以在建造这座桥的时候你有遇到哪些挑战？
就是因为这个方面就涉及到我们可能桥梁建设中比较专业的部分，然后因为我不是这个专业的，我觉得你可以请我们那个教职院的吕老师或者是刘应娟老师来回答。
他们在线吗？
他们是在线的。
OK。 Okay, so she would like to invite a more expert to answer that's inside the room. I think 他人在吗？他要回
Professor
答
Zhao.
是Professor Zhao 在吗？还是哪一位啊？
吕老师，我看看啊，
于老师。
吕，我看看，他在的，
他
请求解除静音。
Okay. Probably while waiting for Professor Zhao, maybe we can watch the video of the Tian Chao or the Sky Bridge.
静音了。
Okay. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much for watching that. So let's hear the response of Professor Lu regarding the challenges that they encountered while creating or constructing the income bridge.
Okay. 所以刚才他是问的sorry. So the question, going back to the question, it says that what were the challenges because it's not a plain 对吧？所以刚才是问遇到什么挑战，因为贵州在建这个桥的时候不是在平原，所以是哪一位老师要回答？卢老师吗？依依 who's going to reply? This there's raising a hand, Squeeze. Okay. 你可以开吗？开。
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, good, thank you.
Okay, for this question, Guizhou province is the only province in China without plane support. when the Pingtang Bridge was built, the height of the 3 cable towers was about 300 meters. How to improve the stiffness of the structure system, control the cable, and meet the strength requirements of the power beam cable is an important problem to be solved. Thank you.
Thank you, Lu Laoshi.
Thank
Okay.
you. 谢谢卢老师。Okay.
Another question here is that most of us already know about the glass bridge in Hunan. Okay. Is the technology used in the building Pingtang Bridge similar to the one that was used in creating the glass bridge in Hunan?
他是问，因为那个湖南很出名那个玻璃桥嘛，所以他那个技术是否跟那个建平塘桥一样 ？So
Okay. I think the two bridges different. Hunan Glass Bridge adopts suspension bridge technology, while Pingtang Bridge adopts super high 3-tower cable stayed bridge technology. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Lu. Another question here is, I hope everyone's not yet tired. What were some of the safety precautionary measures that were put in place to ensure that there's going to be a very smooth finish of that construction of the bridge?
他是问，为了保持那个，比如说很顺利的旅游，这样有什么安全方案有什么安全方案在这，或是采取什么安全方案
Okay, let me answer this question. The strong Winslow long span cable stayed bridge in Pingtang is characterized by high wind speed in the driving space and strong wave field mutation in the bridge tower area. The driving safely problem is particularly in the crosswind environment. Or the safety management measures of bridge passage is rainy days under different wind speeds are formulated. Thank you.
Okay, and then
I think 以纯老师，你想说几句吗？以纯 ，Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm waiting for next question.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're ready.
the next question actually is
Maybe
about
I can answer next question or something. Maybe.
Thank you,
okay.
Nosher. Okay, the question is about the Guizhou pottery. Okay, what makes the Guizhou pottery different from the other pottery products in China?
As we know that Guizhou pottery is kind of unique with Guizhou characteristics, and it's natural from Guizhou ethnic groups, and it can be used as decorations or living utensils like tools and for the warships. And the very best use of this pottery, we can use it as the whistle for children, so things like that, which is kind of unique compared to Asian potteries. And the pattern it used is full of Guizhou characteristics like batik or embroideries like peach blossoms patterns, which is very beautiful. And I think you can enjoy it if you come to Guizhou.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just curious because I like to travel, especially to drive around. So in case China opens, how long would it take me to drive all around Guizhou just to pass by all those 20,000 bridges connecting?
I think it would be a lot faster than it used to be because transportation in Guizhou is developing very, very fast. And although you can see that those bridges built among mountains, but you can see the speed, you can travel in very, very, very fast speed. As long as you have you can rent a car and got enough fuel and petrols, you can just enjoy the scenery or on the bridges, on tunnels, and it will be a very interesting and amazing experience, I think.
So 1 day is enough, or it has
No,
to
no,
be
no. But you can spend. It will be very, very tiresome if you try to travel in Guizhou in 1 day. But I think take a few days, you can enjoy the scenery very well.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, are there any more questions in the audience?
What I have here,
Okay.
wait. It says here, for every road project, does the Ministry of Transportation in generally usually always consider tourism in planning? So 他那个问题，所以他是说，对于每个道路的项目，是不是交通部一般都能会规划是否考虑那个旅游的计划？好像是这样。So maybe anybody from you want to answer that again? You share. Yi or somebody wants to answer that? Yichen, 你要不要回答那个问题？ The question I have received is, for every road project, does the Ministry of Transportation in general usually always consider tourism in the planning? So I think I'm not sure if there anybody or somebody?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. For expert question, he said he will answer, but I think that's another question. Okay, so somebody can.
那个刘云娟教授、刘云娟博士的声音吗？让他讲几句。
Okay, I guess they're separated into who are expert on the following field.
刘云娟教授，他可以发言。
Okay, 哪一个？
现在讲不出来，叫印专流。
sorry， 他叫哪一位？
叫印专流，印 YING 专流。
印专流。Okay. Request for unmute for 印专流. She will be answering the question. I think 这里没有啊。好像没有。他自己可以开声音吗？
他可以打开吗？
应该可以吧。Can they unmute? Sorry, for the
Yes, they can unmute themselves.
Yeah, 你可以自己开吗？要回答那个。
他不在什么？行的，OK， 那我们的问题差不多就到这里吧，好吗？
那个他最后的那个问题是说，对于一个道路项目，交通部一般在规划中是否总是考虑旅行或者旅游？他人在了，英娟吗？他来了。你可以静音吗？你可以开始。Cannot hear you. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I can hear all of you. So can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry about the internet. Yeah. Because I thought I missed something because of the bad internet.
Okay.
So the questions were very good. I learned a lot from the questions. Because I learned something about the bridges. It was really great. And I want to talking about the Guizhou pottery. I think that it's really an important technology in our Guizhou province. And I think it is an intangible cultural heritage of Guizhou's ethnic majorities. For more details, it's made of local white clay, uses step clean foaming, and it is a complex production process. I think know more about this technology can make the the people know more about Guizhou. So that is a special culture heritage.
谢谢。Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, okay, so I hope that answered the question. So, do I need to translate this in English? Okay, so I don't have any more question here unless there's Wai.
We don't have any more questions. I think even on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
So to Professor Zhao, Guanghui, Ms. Zhang Yini, Professor Li, Professor Yu Ju Chen, and the last one is Professor Ying. Okay, thank you very much for sharing with us this engineering and architectural wonder of the world. We learned firsthand how the sky bridges solved the transportation problem that connects the two mountains and boosted the economy in Guizhou and revived the tourism industry. We also would like to thank the Chinese Studies Program for allowing us to get involved in this wonderful talk, and to our distinguished guests who took time to listen and learn from this talk. Guizhou is probably the biggest bridge museum in the world because they have the most number of bridges. As they've said, it's more than 20,000. And it's going to take us more than a day to see all those 20,000 bridges. And even the top 10 most interesting bridges are located there. And lastly, would like to thank, of course, the University Marketing and Communications Office and the Campus Events Management Unit for helping us bringing this talk forward to everyone. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank
Even
you.
the top 10 most interesting bridges are located there.
总结一下吗？
And lastly, would like
Okay,
to
thank you everyone
thank, of
also for
course, the
coming.
University Marketing
Okay,
and
so,
Communications Office and the Campus
Wai,
Events Management Unit
哎，
for
张教授，你要
helping
照
us
照相吗？
bringing
对
this
要
talk
要照个相，
forward
怎
to
么照？
everyone.
怎么
Thank
照
you
？Okay,
and
so
have a nice day.
Wai, Professor Joy is requesting for photos.
Top 10 most interesting bridges
For the
are